Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of Mathematics with Anisha. Today we'll learn something more about matrix. This is inverse of matrix, what we are dealing today. Okay, for that the formula is already written on your screen. You can see here that inverse of a matrix can be found out by 1 upon determinant of A. It gets multiplied with adjoint of A. That means for finding out inverse of a matrix, you must know how to find out the determinant of any matrix and adjoint of matrix. That I have already discussed in previous classes. That means on previous videos. Okay, so you can get those videos, and from there you can learn that how can we find out determinant and adjoint. But here also I'm just giving an example here, taking an example of order 3 cross 3 matrix, and thereby we will solve about how to find out the inverse of matrix. And here also you can able to learn about finding out adjoint and determinant in a very quick way. Okay, so now let's find out the determinant of A. So determinant of A, the values are 3, minus 2 and 2, minus 10, 8 and minus 4, minus 1, 2 and minus 2. Okay, so first of all, for 3 cross 3 matrix, it's better we should convert any row or column to 0 so that we can easily find out the value of this determinant. Okay, so if we apply the rule C1 tends to C1 plus C3, 3C3, okay, and C2 minus 10C3. Okay, if you apply these two operations on C1 and C2, then see what happened here. This matrix A will become, this is the first column, and here what you have to do, C1 plus 3C3. That means this 3 plus 3 into this C3 value. That means 3 minus 3. So that will become 0. Okay. Again, here it is minus 2. So minus 2 into 3 into 2. Because we are adding these two. Okay. By multiplying this column with 3. So minus 2 into 6. So it becomes 4 here. Again, 2 into 3 into minus 2. That means minus 6 plus 2 minus 4 will be there. Similarly, for second column, I have applied a rule here, that is C2 minus 10C3. Okay, so this is C2 and minus 10C3. So this will become 10 plus 10. So it will be 0 here. And then C2 8 minus 20. That means minus 12 will be here. Minus 4 plus 20, that means 16, and then these values will be written as it is because we are not applying any kind of operation here. Okay, you can choose to perform row operation also, you can perform column operation also, it is completely your choice. Okay, then the value will be, we have to solve this row, so this will be minus 1 multiplied by, we have to take into account this part. Okay, again cross multiplication of this part, that means 4 into 64, 4 into 16, that is 64, minus 12 into 4, that is 48. So the value will be minus 16. So it is not equal to 0. So that means A is non-singular, and so it is invertible. Now we can able to find out the value of inverse of matrix. If it becomes equal to 0, then what happened, you can see here in the formula, the denominator becomes 0. That means it is not defined. Okay, so it must not be equal to 0 here. Okay, now the second part we need to find out the value of this adjoint of A. Adjoint of A, for adjoint of A, first of all we need to find out the cofactors of the elements of A. Okay, so how can we find out? That is A11. Again, A11, this first row and first column will be covered, and you are left with these 4 elements. Okay, so 8 minus 4, 2 and minus 2, and we have to solve it. This determinant, again cross multiplying, minus 16 and minus 8. That means minus 8 will be the answer. The first one I am doing for you, it is minus 16 okay, minus sign, and then 4 into 2, minus 4 into 2, that is minus 8. So it will become minus 16 plus 8, that is equal to minus 8 here. I think you must be understanding it. In the very same way, we'll find the cofactors of all other elements. Okay, now if we look at the second part, A12, if you look at the determinant, original determinant, you can see here in this determinant, if we are talking about A12, that means this element, you have to cover this row and this column. So we are left out with these 4 elements. Okay, so we have to write down these 4 elements only, minus 2, 2, 2 and minus 2. If we solve it, it become minus 4, that means minus 4 minus minus plus 4 and minus 4, that will be equal to 0 here. Okay, now again if we are talking about A13, that means you can see here in A13, that means this element we have to cover these row and this column. So minus 2, these 4 elements will be there. So it will be minus 2, 2, 8 and minus 4. If you solve it, you will get the value as minus 8. In a similar fashion, you will get all different values. You can take the snapshot of it, previous one, and then solve it by your own, and you can match the answer with hereby. Okay, now A12, A22 value will be 3, 2 minus 1 minus 2, so it is minus 4. Then A23 value will be, minus sign will be here. In 2-1 also I have put minus sign mentally, so here minus sign will be there. So A23, this is 3, 2 minus 10 and minus 4, so it is minus 8. And in A31, that is minus 10, 8 minus 1 and 2, it become minus 12. In A32, minus sign convention already I have discussed in previous video. If you are finding difficulty in finding cofactor, then you can visit my previous videos. From there you can learn how to find out cofactors. And for adjoint also I have made a separate video. From there also you can understand how to find out adjoint of it. Okay, now we find out cofactors. Therefore adjoint of A will be, we have to write down all the cofactors what we have find out at their places, and then we have to take the transpose of it. Transpose of it, that means we have to convert the row into column. Okay, so now moving ahead, it will become minus 8, 0 and minus 8, minus 16, minus 4 and minus 8, minus 12, minus 4 and 4. Okay, so you can see that we have just converted the rows into column. Now we use the formula of inverse, that is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So we put the values here, that is minus 16, and this will be like this. Okay, now divide each and every element with minus 16. So you will be left out with minus 8 divided by minus 16. It will be 1 by 2. Here it become minus 16 divided by minus 16, 1. Minus 12 divided by minus 16, it become 3 by 4. Again 0 divided by any number, 0. Similar fashion, you will get all other values. Thus in this way you can able to find out the result of A inverse. Okay, I think it must you must be able to understand this. If you find difficulty in any part, in understanding in any section of this solution, then you can write down in the comment box. I will revisit and remake a video for you to understand it. So keep watching, keep sharing. Thank you so much.